1,000 prayers to Guru Rinpoche. Your love is like sweet birdsong, appearing without asking and surrounding me in all its comfort. Your protection is a much-needed embrace to a lost child. Your advice is like water for a man trapped in the madness of thirst in the desert. Looking to you is the only remedy for all that is misunderstood, confused, or feared. Bathe us all with your love, your protection, your advice, so that we never, ever part from you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. For those of you who were here before, for those who've never been here before, welcome to Tekchen Choling. I'm Babette. I'm one of the members of the administrative board here. And so just welcome. And we, this evening, as you probably know, Singha Rinpoche will be teaching on managing our emotions. This is one of many teachings that he'll be giving over the next several weeks. He'll be here in the area for 6 weeks. Just to give you a little rundown of what else he's doing, tomorrow here at 10 a.m. There will be a teaching on how to help beings who have passed over. If someone dies, what can you do to help them? And what can you do to help yourself, too? We're talking, people and animals. There's actually quite a few things that you can do from a spiritual standpoint to help them. So he'll be talking about that. And there'll also be a Buddha relic blessing for everyone who's in attendance. We have a collection of Buddha relics here on site. It's a very rare thing. And we have a small collection actually here in front of the Buddha, the actual relics from the Buddha Shakyamuni, the historical Buddha who lived 2,800 years ago. And he'll be giving everyone a blessing tomorrow. Then that's tomorrow, Saturday, right? Sunday, we're having several events, actually. At Mill Run Park, if anybody knows where that is, in Manlius, we'll be having a purification ritual called the Dorje Kadro Fire Puja. And it's a very exciting and active kind of event. And everybody's welcome to come. And there's a list of all these activities on the poster that's up by the front desk. And you can also go on our Facebook page and also on the website to look and see, look through them at your leisure. But Sunday we have the Dorje Kadro Fire Puja in Manlius. That's at 9:30 in the morning. Then at 3 o'clock we're having, he's doing a teaching on healing from trauma, and that will be at the Eastern Arts Yoga Studio in Syracuse. And then after that, in the evening at 6:30 at Hendricks Chapel at SU, he'll be doing a talk up there. It was originally for the students of Hendricks Chapel, the meditation students, but it's open to everybody if you'd like to come. Rinpoche is a really exciting speaker, so I think everybody will enjoy. And then during the week, there's a whole lot of other things happening. And so please take a look at the website, go on the Facebook page, take a look at the poster, get out your phone, click, take a picture so you'll always have it. Okay? So I think we're ready to invite Rinpoche. Oh, we'll do the prayers first. Okay.
Does everybody have a book?
Oh, okay. We need a few more prayer books up there.
To the far right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Far
Don't
right.
worry about it for now.
Just hold it.
Yeah.
We have plenty.
And if everybody could turn to page 5. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. Om Smara Smara Vimanasara Mahajava Hung. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Aryan Sangha I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all other sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Aryan Sangha I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all other sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Aryan Sangha I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all other sentient beings. In particular, I must achieve enlightenment quickly in order to free all the numberless kind mother sentient beings from the unimaginable oceans of samsaric sufferings and lead them to peerless full enlightenment. For this purpose, I must listen and thereafter put into practice the teachings of the profound Buddha Dharma. Page 8, Purification of Obstacles. Teyata shame shamavati shamita shatru ankure mankure marazite karute keurure tezawati oloyani vishuddha nimarle malapanaye kukure kaha grase grasane Omuki, Paramuki, Amuki, Shamitani, Sarva Graha Bandhanane, Nigrihitva Sarva Para Pravardina, Vimukta Mara Pasha Sita Pitva, Buddha Mudra Anungratita Sarva Mare, Putsarita Parishude Viga Santu Sarva Mara Karmani. I prostrate to the gathering of dakinis of the holy three places coming from the supreme holy site of space enjoying, who have the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation and regard practitioners as their offspring. Akasamaratsa shadara samaraya pe tayata gate gate para samgate bodhiso ha. Through the power of the great truth of the words of the exalted three jewels, may all adverse conditions be overcome. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. May all the evils, such as enemies, obstacles, and hindrances, and adverse conditions be pacified. Shantim kuruye soha. May the 80,000 types of obstacles be pacified. May we be separated from adverse, harmful conditions. May everything conducive be obtained, and by the auspiciousness of everything good, may there be excellent happiness here and now. May all sentient beings achieve extraordinary superior happiness. May all sentient beings be free from the unbearable sea of suffering. May all sentient beings never be parted from the bliss of supreme liberation. May all sentient beings be free of all bias, attachment, and anger to near ones and aversion to others. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and other aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actually offered and mentally transformed. I confess all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends and turn the wheel of dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate all the virtues of others and myself to the great enlightenment. The Heart Sutra. Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagiri at Vulture Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of the Sangha of monks and a great gathering of the Sangha of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered the samadhi that expresses the Dharma called profound illumination. And at the same time, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, while practicing the profound Prajnaparamita, saw in this way. He saw the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Shariputra said to noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, how should a son or daughter of noble family train who wishes to practice the profound Prajnaparamita? Addressed in this way, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said to Venerable Shariputra, O Shariputra, a son or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice the profound Prajnaparamita should see in this way, seeing the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form, form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. There are no characteristics, there is no birth and no cessation. There is no impurity and no purity. There is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness. No eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dharmas, no I dhatu, up to no mind dhatu. No dhatu of dharmas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance, up to no old age and death, no end of old age and death, no suffering, no origin of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, since the bodhisattvas have no attainment, they abide by means of Prajnaparamita. Since there is no obscuration of mind, there is no fear. They transcend falsity and attain complete nirvana. All the Buddhas of the 3 times by means of Prajnaparamita fully awaken to unsurpassable, true, complete enlightenment. Therefore, the great mantra of Prajnaparamita, the mantra of great insight, the unsurpassed mantra, the unequaled mantra, the mantra that calms all suffering should be known as truth, since there is no deception. The Prajnaparamita mantra is said in this way. Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisoha. Thus Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound Prajnaparamita. Then the Blessed One arose from that samadhi and praised noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, saying, Good, good, O son of noble family, thus it is. O son of noble family, thus it is. One should practice the profound Prajnaparamita just as you have taught, and all the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, Venerable Shariputra and noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, that whole assembly in the world with its gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced and praised the words of the Blessed One. we're going to take a short pause. Please offer 3 prostrations or 3 bows for Rinpoche.
It's okay, this called Asian exercise before you start the teaching so they don't fall asleep.
Okay. Turn to page 21 to offer a mandala offering. Om Ahung, Om Ahung, Om Ahung. Om Vajraground Ahung. Here is the mighty and powerful base of gold. Om Vajralin Ahung. The outer ring is encircled with this iron fence. In the center, the king of mountains, Mount Meru. In the east, the continent Purva Videha. In the south, Jambudvipa. In the west, Aparagodaniya. In the north, Uttarakuru. Around the east, the subcontinents Deha and Vindeha. Around the south, Chamara and Apara Chamara. Around the west, Sata and Uttara Mantrin. Around the north, the subcontinents Kurava and Kaurava. In the east is the treasure mountain. In the south is the wish-granting tree. In the west is the wish-granting cow. In the north is the harvest that needs no cultivation. Here is the precious wheel. Here is the precious jewel. Here is the precious queen. Here is the precious minister. Here is the precious elephant. Here is the precious and best of horses. Here is the precious general. Here is the great treasure vase. Here is the goddess of beauty. Here is the goddess of garlands. Here is the goddess of song. Here is the goddess of dance. Here is the goddess of flowers. Here is the goddess of incense. Here is the goddess of light. Here is the goddess of perfume. Here is the sun. Here is the moon. Here is the umbrella of all that is precious. Here is the banner of victory in all directions. In the center are all the possessions precious to gods and men. This magnificent collection, lacking in nothing, I offer to you, my kind and holy root Lama, together with you, venerable lineage Lamas, and to you, Lama, compassionate Lama Lozang Tu Wang Dorje Chang. Together with the assembly of gods, I offer this pure, beautiful collection to you. In your compassion, accept what I offer for the sake of all beings. Having accepted these to myself and to all beings, please grant your blessings through your great compassion. This ground, anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, four continents, sun and moon, I offer in visualization as field of Buddhas. May all sentient beings thus enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, anger, and ignorance, my body, my wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the three poisons. Venerable holy gurus, in the space of your truth body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of the profound and extensive Dharma in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Om Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami.
Are you done with the recitation? Okay? Okay. Not as long-winded. Okay, good. Good evening. Actually, is it considered evening or night? I don't know. Customary to say good night before sleep, right? Yeah, so this is not the evening, this is not a night, and it's a little bit funny, not here, not there. This is emotions. Okay? When we say today's topic is about how to manage our emotions, right? Sounds like a big thing, right? Because we do not know how to manage our emotions. Because we really want to manage our emotions. Right? Now I ask you, for what? Why do you want to manage your emotions? Do you see it now? Why do you want to go manage emotions? You manage and make your internal garden clean and free. Don't manage the emotions. You see right now what is happening? When we say emotions, you're automatically thinking negative emotion, you know? Right? That's why the term, English word, manage emotion, you're linking it to negative emotion. Why don't you manage your happiness? If we sound funny if I use manage your happy emotion, why should I manage my happy emotion? Because everybody wants happiness and nobody will ever have enough of happiness, isn't it? Make sense? Make sense? No, should make dollars. Make sense boring. Little bit, a few dimes here and there, no use. Okay? So, what I want you to understand is this. First of all, can you manage the weather? If you cannot manage the weather, why not protect yourself from the weather? You take umbrella, you wear raincoat, you do many things, right? You build a house or build a building and you go inside, right? So that you still can be in dry clothes and everything, right? You don't go and become like maybe your culture, become like Merlin or Thor or some some wizard from maybe. That's the thing, right? I don't watch enough movies. I need to watch more movies so I can communicate with you. Like Harry Potter, yeah. Lucky. Thank you, yeah. Harry Potter, then there's this old man with the long white beard, right? Is it? No. There's another one. What, the long hair and a white hair and a white beard. And is it? Is it? Oh, I don't know. So, but whatever, you know. So you see, every one of us want to be the hero to go and settle the problem. Can you see that now? We all are here to do one thing, to learn how to settle the problem from me, right? I'm telling you, you cannot settle the problem. Why bother? Because the problem will always be there. Because they choose to find problems. First of all, we must now look at ourselves. In Buddhism, Buddha taught that we should renounce. The first thing they say, to renounce. So many people hear the word renounce means to become like them, right? Shave off the hair, put on the robes, and then become monk or nun. But that is an external renunciation. What is the internal renunciation? It's easy to say, renounce identity. Easy to say, renounce my idea, identity, my concepts. So easy to say, But what can we do other than that? I'm telling you, from now to say renounce a concept and identity, it's too difficult. Not just too difficult, it's three difficult. Right? So we need to go somewhere in the between. In between is like dancing, And you cannot dance by not moving. If you tell me you don't know how to dance, I'll throw a cockroach, a spider, and a snake at you. Okay? You will scream and you will start jumping and your hand and leg and everything, right? You're not afraid of snake? Not afraid of cockroaches? Not afraid of spiders? Right? Maybe a blue tarantula, native to Singapore. Right? So like that, if throw something to you first thing you're afraid this thing will bite you. So when it comes to renunciation, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? The most important renunciation we are talking about here is we are addicted to our suffering. Because we do not know how to have happiness, suffering seems closer to us. Make sense? Understand? Suffering is closer to me because when I was young, everything was good. When things are good, you don't remember, But you remember all the suffering. Right? Do you remember what is the brand of your shower gel? Do you remember what is in your shower gel? Why you choose that shower gel or the soap or the shampoo for that matter? No, you take for granted already. It's just there. But one day something happens. You turn on the tap and water comes out rusty. For the last 20 years in your house, everything was perfect. zero gratitude. One day, the water comes out a little bit brown and rusty color. What happens? What would we do? What comes to our mind? Something's wrong. One something wrong will wipe away the 20 years of happiness, 20 years of serving you, 20 years of giving you feel the comfort and everything. So you see, happiness can never get enough. Little bit of suffering, whoa, is like a tattoo. Little bit of suffering is like a tattoo. So we remember suffering. That's why, and we love suffering. We crave suffering. And when somebody tell or talk about their suffering, we even want to identify ourselves with other people's suffering. Right? Right? We will say, oh yeah, this thing happened to me also. Oh, this thing happened to my family. Oh yes, what you say is true. I got that experience also. What must he jin sui? I also very bad luck. Right? I must speak my dialect, or our dialect, Singlish, It's called Singlish. Singapore English, Singlish. Say Singlish? Sing. Yeah, Singlish, okay? Yeah. Right. So, Babette, she don't understand my lingo in the beginning. She say, why am I talking Karino? What Karino? I say, teaching, I don't say Karino. I say, correct or not? But she hear Karino. What's Karino? I don't know Karino. Right? So, we are attached to suffering. We are attached to bad memories. We are attached to listening and accepting other people's hurt. People's advice we don't remember. People's support we don't remember. That's why we take our mothers for granted. We take people's love and care for granted. Right? Because everything is when the good things come, maybe, maybe you people take me for granted too, right? Yeah, take me for granted too. That's why last 5 years I don't come. I think very nice. Maybe next time I come, after 5 more years, then maybe a little bit more treasured, right? Oh, please come every year. Who pay for my air ticket? Sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I have to learn your accent. Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Oh, I heard this word. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's how they say, oh, really? The sound goes up. Yeah. I first heard this, oh, really? In Mongolia. Yeah. So there was this Mongolian lady who studied in America. And I said, how come your English sounds not Mongolian? So when I come here, they say, now I put 2 and 2 together becomes 22. Right? 2 plus 2 equals to 22, Yeah. Right? 2 plus 2 is 22. Right? Anyway. Just be happy about all the nonsense. Right? So you see, about our own addictions, how can we not suffer? Because we seem to be focused on pain and suffering. Right? And I'm happy that you are here. And that's why I'm very certain if I stay longer and we continue to have teaching and class, this place full, we need to go somewhere else. Because I'm not here to spread the religion. I'm not here to spread religion. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to make you sad too. I'm just here to give you the light. And so that you can be your own light. Then you can see, and then you can decide what you want to do in your own life, because it's your life. How can I tell you what to do? Isn't it? How can I tell you what to do? I'm not in your situation. I'm not from your culture. Even we are same culture, these Singaporean students that come with me, they, you know, why I ask them to practice Yamantaka? Because they already have horns. Yeah. They're the real devil, you know. So because you're already devil, then better become the buffalo horn. Right? So the idea of renunciating is to renounce our attachment to our own nonsense and to renounce our speciality in fault finding. You understand? So many of us like to spot the faults of other people. For example, if somebody asks, oh, can I eat this? Oh, can I eat it? Then people will say that, oh, of course you can eat. Why do you want to ask? Or why do you this one? Why not appreciate somebody's courtesy? Say, oh, can I eat this? And it's not wrong to say, can I eat this, isn't it? Because Buddha said, you cannot steal. You cannot take what is not given. But we may say, if somebody behave different from us, what happens? If somebody behave different from us, somebody think different from us, what happens to us? The train keep on agreeing to what we are saying, right? Yeah. This is the sound of Dharma, glorifying the light in you. Okay? So you look at ourselves. Why are we happy? Or why are we unhappy? Okay? It's because what we put the focus on. Okay, what did we put our focus on, our mind on? Somebody keep on asking me, oh, Rinpoche, is this the right man? Is this the right woman? I say, everybody is right. Who's left? Who is left? Everybody is right. As long as you like, you feel is your right. Okay? It is your rights as a human being, and the other party have his or her own truth. You have your own truth. So everybody is right. Everybody is correct. Right? Understand? Everybody is correct. That's why it's important for us to understand what did the Buddha want us to really achieve? For ourselves, not for others. It's really to be not like him, but to understand that you and him are the same. To understand this, everybody is right. Everybody is in their own world. Everybody is having their own truth. And that is called real love and acceptance. Real love and acceptance. They have their right to eat pizza every day. Geshe-la has his right to eat samba every day. Right? I look at Geshe-la eat samba every day. I go, oh my gosh, he eats samba again. Right? How to gain? He come to America and he lose weight. I don't know what you Americans are doing. He keep on eating just flour and tea. You know? You people cannot like that. Hiya, you must make sure the Sangha, you make sure they eat well, eat better quality food. Okay? So that is our idea of better quality food. But to him, he was born in Tibet. that is his best food. But we can introduce Geshe-la, say, oh Geshe-la, now you are in the land that is far away from Tibet, you must try our version of our best food. Right? You can have your best food, we can have our best food, right? But let's share our best. But not many people like that, They will say, no, your culture, that is your food. This is my food. You stay your food, I stay my food. Then when I hear this thing, I always laugh. You know why? But you don't separate your sewer system. You don't separate your sewer system, right? Everything flushed to the same septic tank, right? There's no Buddhist septic tank, halal septic tank, then maybe a Christian septic tank, or a Native American septic tank, right? We are all full of shit, goes to the same, it's the same shit that goes collection of the same shit, Yeah. So when you practice the Dhamma, you have to understand it's all about shit. We have to know our own shit. If you don't know your own shit, you will always be full of shit. Right? So this is what the whole idea of when we practice Buddhism is to understand that we are the ones that is ultimately having the power to propel our lives the way we feel that is beneficial for ourselves only, or for the greater good, just only for ourselves, or for greater good, for community, for society, for our family and friends, and for our animals, for our children, for our parents. It's your choice. So practicing Buddhism is not about policing others. It's not even about policing ourselves. But to understand that our emotions that we all have is a choice, because these emotions are trapped hurt that we have clung on. For example, if you were often scolded or slapped as a child, next time when somebody's hand come up, just want to shake your hand, but you get scared, You're afraid to be near the person whose hand come up. You don't know whether it's a handshake or a slap. Right? So, of course now I'm saying a little bit extreme. But I have seen children who sent to homes. Right? Children sent to homes. And you look at all the so-called problem all the problem children. You ask them, do you think they like to be like that? They don't know how to manage their emotions. Why don't they know how to manage their emotions? Because they are living amongst people who all do not know how to manage their emotions. We all learn by mimicking one another. Isn't it? We all learn by mimicking one another. And from there, what happens is that I see monkey do, I learn. The way to solve the problem is to scream down the problem. If I cannot accept the child is behaving this way, I end up scream down at the child, talk down to the child, scold the child, or beat the child. Of course, now America, nobody beat children, I think. In Asia, something very powerful comes up, called the sugar cane. Right? So everybody disciplining the child and disciplining others versus understanding and love. So many people ask me, if I cannot discipline my children, then I'm a failure. Because the emotions, right? Now I want to ask you, if I scold you with great anger because you did not meet up to my expectation, or I said, doing this is no good, this is not the correct way, okay, don't do like this because of this. First time. Second time, again, do like that. Okay, I already explained to you, doing this is no good because of this, because of that. Then how? Do you want to explain why you did it? Help the person speak up. Help the child speak up. Okay? And they say they understand everything. The third one, again, then if you want to discipline, you can ground the person, stand on the chair, lift up the chair, or if you want to even if you want to take a ruler to beat the hand, there is no anger. There is zero anger. The disciplining part should have zero emotion. You just, and if, okay, we agreed this and that, that if you do this or you do that, or you didn't do this or you didn't do that, then we do. So I think in the West you do grounding, right? You ground the child. If you ground the child with anger, or the child understand, okay, yeah, I did this, I did that, I'm willing to be grounded. Totally different story. Result totally different. But how many of us would have perfect parents? How many of us have perfect karma to be born to perfect parents? You, right? We all have our suffering with parents, right? Yeah. And whatever we don't like about our parents, we take them all. Because we keep on remembering our parents' badness. Do you realize that? Whatever we don't like about our parents or anything, you totally take them all because we keep on focusing on that. And in the character, because we don't like, the more we don't like, the more we become like that. And then everybody comes and asks me, oh, Rinpoche, my luck is bad. I've got many obstacles. I don't know what to do with my life. I got so much bad luck and this and that. So how to manage the emotion? I always tell them now. I'm teaching, sharing. Don't do anything about the negative emotion. But start doing something when good things come. For example, what is a good thing that come that you are happy? You want to know? In America, it's a big thing, Thanksgiving. You feel, you want to make the effort once a year, or Christmas dinner, and everybody comes together. You try to make it good. Whether you do it out of the heart, or you want to do like just because you are following tradition, result very different, right? If you coming Thanksgiving, if I'm invited to anybody's house to eat, I'll be very happy, isn't it? But I know I'll be having my own dinner here. Instant noodles for Thanksgiving. Right? What's wrong with instant noodles, right? Because it's instant. That's what we all want. We all want happiness in an instant. So if we all want happiness in an instant, why isn't instant noodle good? Then why isn't shooting yourself with drugs good? Because people like to take drugs, they shoot themselves with drugs, right? And then after that, what happens? They go high and everything, right? So you see, you know yourself that anything that is instant is not good. But when you want something to happen, you want it instantly. Can you see, I think English you call oxymoron, right? Contradictory and oxymoron. In a way, when it serves us, it becomes good. But if it doesn't serve us, it becomes bad. But actually, it's the same thing. You like instant happiness, you want instant good everything, right? Then how come when it is an instant, then you cannot accept? Because it is not something that what we like and what we want. So managing our emotions equates to trying to be like, I remember the name called Gandalf, I think. Okay. Yes, suddenly, lightning boom here, right? Gandalf, right? Is it that long, everything he wear, like my hair, I should do my hair like that, I just need to take out this one, then, and then go like this, then. Yeah. I've got nice, I've got, yeah. You will need a little bit more time. My hair, like this, 22 years already. It just, I had to cut my hair, because a little bit funny thing happened, right? My hair was so long, I had to braid it. Then Singapore had, last time had a squatting toilet. Then the tip of my hair went to the toilet bowl. Right? Then after that, I laughed at it, then I took the hair up and cut. So learn to laugh at things, right? Right? Just learn to laugh at things. When something bad happens, see it as funny. When anything happens, see it as funny. You understand? So we don't want to be like Gandalf and go out and say, "Oh, stop the weather, stop the rain." Oh, there's no rain. Oh, I want to make it rain and everything, right? He's going to have a very difficult life. Gandalf, yes, suddenly I remember the name. But what's the name of the show? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yeah. What ring, right? Oh, yeah. We should make many Lord of the Rings and that ring, and then everybody, My precious. Yeah. You see? Anything that we like is my precious. Yeah. The moment I saw that being, I thought, oh, this really hungry ghost. Because hungry ghosts like that, they really attach to that thing and they refuse. They can do anything just to be possessed that thing. That's why I don't like to buy antiques. Go to antique shop and see ghosts, Yes, sometimes the ghost is always following that thing because because of my precious. Can be a stupid button, because this button was made by their great-grandfather, handmade, and then with the insignia of their family, their dignity, their pride, their everything, It's just a button. It's just a button. But to them, it's my precious. Yeah. And it's the same thing for us. You have your precious, I have my precious, I'm sure all of you got some t-shirt or some piece of clothing you wear for 20 years, right? And refuse to throw. Right? Tonight, please go throw away. Tonight, you take that one and say, thank you for serving me. I love you. Now we can part ways. Do that. Do that to the idea of, I don't like the idea of buying new clothes. I'll buy clothes from the discount store. What do you call it? Second-hand store. Why go to second-hand store when you got two hands? First hand, second hand. Right? Yeah, it's your idea, your attachment. You want to go to the second-hand store. You want to go, then go to the third-hand store then. Right? Where they give handouts. If you don't want to waste and you want to prove a point, then prove your point. Then dress up like then permanently dress up like what do you call people who live in the street? Homeless. But there are people who are homeless and are very dignified, you know. This is a Om moment. Same. Clock chiming, why fight with the clock? Take this time to enjoy the sound and enjoy our presence, each other's presence, and enjoy keeping ourselves company. This is like, if the thing chime and if you don't like, you'll be very triggered, you know, and it becomes an emotion again. You understand? When somebody is having mood swing and this swing, that swing, bring them to the playground, sit on the swing. Like that. Do something, they say, oh, let them know this is only temporary. And you also let yourself know this is only temporary. That's why we say mood swing, right? You understand? They say mood swing. What is mood swing? Swing here, swing there, then after a while no more swinging. Because he's so tired to be upset, you know. You cannot be upset all the time, you know. If the person is upset all the time, how he sleep? Have you seen a person sleep angry when he's sleeping? Yeah? Even when he's asleep, he's angry. Fell asleep angry possible, but asleep angry? No. Not possible. No, I feel funny because my hair is like, you know, here and there. I gotta tie it up. Right? So, our attachment to suffering, our attachment to the emotions is the very cause for continuous suffering. Now you understand? When you are willing to dig up that poisonous stump in us and throw it away, it becomes free. And we should start with whatever that is the easiest first. Like if you have pets and your pet, you got pet fish and a pet fish poop, do you get upset with your fish for pooping? Who got pet fish? I think I'm the only one. Oh yeah, I have a tank full of fishes. Right, what I do is I buy fishes that were meant to be fed to other bigger fishes. Right, one bag of fish for $2, and then I keep them in my house in my tank, so they won't be eaten up. Right, and then I look at them and they look so cute. When I stand near, and they all come asking for food, and then before I give them food, I do prayer for them, bless the food, and then feed them. Because when you have pets, ultimately you are their God and you are their guru. How do you want to be the guru to your pets? How many of you got dog? Yeah, cat? Oh yeah, wow, cat and dog in your house. Do they fight? 3 cats, 2 dogs? When they poop, they poop. Are you upset for them for pooping? You know, my father told me, you know, to have pets. My father told me when I was young, I said, I really want a dog. I really want to have a pet. Then he told me, when you have a pet, you must understand, it is a poop making machine. I was 8 years old. I asked my father, can we have dog? And he said, when you have a pet, it is poop making machine. The exact word he told me is a poo poo making machine. And you have poo poo day in and day out. Right? So if you want something and you want to be happy with that thing, you must agree that it is going to make your house glittery with animal fur. Right? It's called pet glitter. You go out with lots of pet glitter. You're going to have their smell all over the place. Your house will be perfumed by cat smell, dog smell, and their poop smell. Isn't it? Fair enough, it's true. Right? So, if you don't want all this, then don't keep it. Don't keep them. You don't need to have them. Unless you want to be, unless you are the animal's guru. Now you think you are your pet's guru. How would you influence the pet's next life? How would you influence your children and your grandchildren's next life? How do you plant new seeds? And how do you take away the old seeds? Things that they have held so true. Right? For example, we forgot what happened, but the child can remember. When I was young, you did this and you did that, right? But we don't remember. Because Chinese, there's a saying called, the person who say didn't have the intention, but the person who hears it with his or her own interpretation. 对吗？说者无意，听者有意。The person who say without motivation. The person who hears with his or her own interpretation, and misunderstanding and unhappiness and anger and everything arise from the personal interpretation. That's why to deal with emotion, you also cannot blame the outside world. We have to be responsible for our own, not for happiness. Because happiness is also emotion. But we should now start to rest and embrace serenity. Now, serenity is free from negative and positive emotions. Serenity means liberation and free. Space in front of us. What is the color of the sky? Blue? 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 Clear? Sky is colorless. Sky is colorless. Space is colorless. You see? It is colorless based on the time, based on the place, based on the sunlight and everything. It changes all the time. But many people just say, what's color of sky is blue. Natural, many people tell me, 99% of the time they say blue. Some people ask me, don't you know? Are you blind? Right? So, to understand this point, your sky and my sky is different, because right now it is dark sky, but Singapore and Malaysia and Thailand is sunny sky. Same sky, different dimension, different aspect, because of different time and place. So when we talk about freedom to manage emotions, the best way to manage is not the emotion, but to manage our own personality or mind. We really need to focus and put the work not on focusing to see the fault of other people, not just to also to see the goodness of other people, but really what we must do is to work on the serenity of ourselves. Whatever we focus will expand. Whatever we put in the effort will expand. Do you understand now? Try that. In Buddhism, Buddha taught us to sit down to meditate. Because at this time, when you close your eyes and breathe, it's nice to be alive. Right? Do you know how your body tell you that it's nice to be alive? Do you know how your body tells you that this is okay, it's going to be okay, and that it's nice to be alive when you're really angry or upset or disappointed? You want to know? No. Your body actually tells you to do this. Sigh. Right? Your body is telling you, oh, you are totally saturated with wrong view. You are totally, your body is telling you, my body is telling me that I am saturated with control freakness. I am my own control freak. You understand? Because I'm a control freak, I want to control everything else so that everything is good and right. That's why we all need and want something called permanence, so that things don't change, everything be good and this and that. Like every moment we are growing up or growing old. How can anything be permanent? Right? Every day the face of the moon is changing. How can it be permanent? Every day sunrise, sunset. How can it be permanent? So what is this permanent telling us? Permanence is we are the control freak. Understand? Okay, we are the control freak. So why manage the emotions? Don't manage them. Let it pass. Let it pass. Breathe in. They want to do like this. First, if we cannot manage our emotion, we don't know how to deal with our emotion. Let's say we want to go and scold them or beat them up. Then we don't do that first. You cannot help them first, because you have to first thing help yourself. First thing first, help yourself. And then when you're grounded and then you are firm, then you can now think with a good heart, how can I bring this light to this person? Like this person become what? Drug addict. This person may become something like a depressed. Depression, yes, it is a body thing. But depression is also an addiction. You can be addicted to depression. You can be addicted to thinking the wrong views. And can be addicted to talk rods. Talk nonsense. Addicted to being sarcastic. Addicted to being this and that. So this is all these things that we need to renounce. And you renounce? Yeah. You need to. You want to go sleep? It's okay? You alright? Okay. You want to take some fresh air? Right. Poor boy still jet lagged. Right? For the effort, he's only 12. Came without parents to come to serve you all. Right? And he and another youth, 15 years old, Enzo, the morning till now non-stop in the kitchen helping peeling potato, cutting onions and carrots and everything, setting up the stove. We cook outside so everybody can around can eat. So 12 years old. It's natural that he's tired, natural that he's sleepy. If you're sleepy, sleep. Right? Somebody asked me, when I'm outside, I'm very happy and alive. I come for Dharma teaching, I want to sleep. But I want to come. But the moment I hear Dharma teaching, I want to sleep. How? Sleep. Then sit down and sleep. Just maybe put some tissue when the saliva drips. You understand? What do you want me to do? That's the thing. This is my way of, like this, how you manage the emotion. Don't manage the emotion. Focus on ourselves. Whatever you see as a problem, it is your problem. Remember that. All sentient beings are kind to us because sentient beings are really our teachers. All other beings are our teachers because they are showing all the aspects for us to know where we need to work on. Right? Like some, keep on believing that to be a good practitioner, we need to look poor, feel poor, and everything. Some people believe to practice the Dharma, they need to be, they need to look like practitioner. I was just saying today. In Asia, there are many people who they are not doing well in life, not doing well in samsara, where I call this, okay? They didn't do well in school, so they are not doing well in life. They don't do well in a job and everything. Then they want to do well in temples, or want to do well in like looking spiritual. But they are not spiritual. They are climbing up from one hole and drop into another hole. Right? Spirituality is really not about showing, because what I say today was there's people who really want to look like monks and nuns. They shave their hair, wear very old shabby clothes, or just want to wear like then I always tell them, oh, you like this? They can chant very well, play the chanting instruments very well, do everything very well. Then I say, why don't you become monk or nun? Then they get a shock. Oh, no. Oh, I don't have the karma. Oh, the time is not right. This and that. That I go like this. I do them. Think about it. Reflect in your own heart. Right? Are you making use of spirituality and religious practice for your own personal satisfaction? You understand? Many people are using religious practices for their own personal satisfaction. Then I say, go in bar and have a nice ice cold beer better. Or go eat go eat apple pie with vanilla ice cream better. I like vanilla ice cream with apple pie, I'm not hinting, I'm telling you. Right? They're like that. Who don't like? You cannot eat a lot. Taste. The main thing is, don't need to say that the moment I practice the Dharma, I must be perfect. No, because all of us are work in progress. All of us are. We are all work in progress, including you, including me. So how can we say, today I'm like that, I can make it, or I'm good and I'm this, I'm that? Come on. We are policing others and you are policing yourself. Aren't you tired of being policed? Or being watched? Aren't you tired of watching for others, watching out for others? Why don't we watch for ourselves? Right? I tell you, this is a real thing, right? In Singapore, there's one lady. Suddenly, the whole family come and see me. This lady's husband, the children, all come and see me. This lady is my student. I don't want to say the names because I keep their privacy, right? You know what happened? Husband, children, grandchildren all come and see me. And they say, oh, Sifu, Rinpoche, something happened to my wife. Something happened to my mother and everything. Yeah, then the young child say, Grandma, like something, is it got possessed? I say, no. I say, please you explain, tell me what happened. Grandma used to nag me to eat my breakfast. Now, she don't. Then the children say, my mom used to scream at me, that I have to do this and do that. No, she don't. Right? Then other child says, oh, my mom used to make sure food is there and then prepare everything for us to eat. Now she don't. Husband tell me, say, oh, my wife, used to scold me and that I didn't do this and that, and now she don't. Actually, I know my student, right? You know why? Because 1 month ago, she came to see me in a consultation and said, oh, my husband like this, like this, like this, my children like that, like that, like that, my grandchildren like that, like that, I'm so tired, and this and that. I said, okay, now focus on your own mind. You don't need to be the servant. Serve your own inner happiness first. Right? Did she cook? She does cook because she also need to eat. She cook and put there. She doesn't tell other people to eat. Now, when it's time to eat, you come to eat. She doesn't come and eat, everybody come and eat, it's time to eat, food is ready. And it's like a, typical Asian mother. Very giving, very protecting the family, this and that. Then one day she came to say, oh, I want to do my practice. I want to read the books. I want this and that, Then I said, okay, then read the book. The time you spend nagging and not being appreciated and not being loved and everything, and drop that. Read your book. You want to bake a cake? Bake the cake. You want to eat something? Eat that thing. I told her that. I'm the one that told her that. But I didn't tell the family that. But I know, right? That I said to the family, I said, your grandmother is going through a phase in her life. She's going through a phase in her life. You all need to appreciate her. Because, you never know what's going to happen next. Then suddenly, everybody start to clean the house. Everybody start to do what they were supposed to do, And after 1 month, so this took like almost 2.5 months, right? Then my student come and tell me, wow, Rinpoche, very good, I don't need the nag. I just go and do my thing And I just pretend to ignore them. Actually, I looking, I'm giggling inside. Say, very good. You see, you must take care yourself. Stop nagging. And then they start to get scared. Right? So who caused the change? Who planted the seed? Me. You understand? So you see, the whole family dynamic changed because somebody started to be responsible for her own mind. That's my student. She started to be, and she became genuinely happier because she says, oh yes, I read your book, I read this one, I read that, I understand. My student, she comes to me for advice, and then I said, okay, you read this also, these certain books, and I always tell them, say, you write a summary for me. Write the summary for me. From your summary, I will know how much you have understood. If you still didn't get that point, I will say, okay, you read another one first. Then when you've done that, I say, okay, now reread this one and write again your summary. Then usually 2-3 times one book. And they say, every single time they read, every single time different realization. I said, yeah. Because even I myself read the text maybe 10 times. You see? So it's really not about just doing it once and then seal that this is the fate or this is the experience. No. You understand? So what I want to share is, don't deal with emotions. Deal with your mind. Deal the inner happiness. Let your inner serenity grow, your inner space. It has to grow. The only way for it to grow is to first re-understand ourselves. Refeel ourselves, feeling. Understand our own feeling and how we feel about ourselves, so that you know how to love yourself. Right? It's not about making other people happy. It's not about, like I said the other day, right? What is idiot compassion, right? You don't have to be idiot compassion. You need wisdom, so that you can be a light of the world. And when you are the light of the world, you will know what to say, what not to say, and how to say, when to say. And when other people say the wrong things, you gently advise them, oh, a new viewpoint. You don't necessarily need to stop them, say what you say is bad, because what they say is what they see. Better we have wisdom to introduce a new viewpoint, and then you ask them, don't you agree? And then they, oh yeah, it's another dimension of reality. Because remember, everybody is talking about his or her own dimension and view. So that's why just now I say everybody is right. Everybody is right. Now you understand? Okay, everybody is right. Are you right? Yes, you are right. Right. When some people ask me to, be the judge, oh, this, I'm right. No. Then that person say, I'm right. Then they ask me, who is right? Both are right. Both are right. Oh, you're God, right? Oh, you're Buddha? Oh, you're Buddha? Oh, you're Buddha? So you see, the whole thing about management is about control freak. The whole thing about emotion is what we focus on. Okay? So understand these 2 points. Management is control freak, and emotions, okay, when you can really start to love yourself, one person, like I said just now, right? One lady, she herself starts to change, whole family panic. Why? They start to think, is it my wife or my mother or my grandmother got black magic? Is she hexed? Is she cursed? Did somebody put black magic on her? You see, nobody wants to be responsible for what happened, but the first thing they blame is, maybe got black magic. Somebody cursed my wife, cursed my mother, cursed my grandmother. Something, it's always like that, you see. But actually, who caused the problem? Everybody caused problem. Right? So we have to remember, whenever you see faults, that's why the Buddha also said that many texts, great masters say, right? Whatever you see, it is a reflection of ourselves. So, whenever we see, how then should I do? You start to look at your own emotional time capsule. Okay? I'm going to talk about the release of this emotional time capsule tomorrow morning. Because tomorrow is the talk about what to do when you die, right? When people pass away. And I will talk about that. With this, I'll talk about that topic, but I'll also talk about how to release this emotional time capsule, because we must learn how to let this emotional time capsule die. And the way to let it die is tomorrow, then I tell you. Okay? Yeah, tomorrow morning, what time? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll tomorrow talk very short, okay? Very short, I promise you, very short. Okay? Yeah. What to do, how to do, why you want to do, should you do, is it meaningful to do? I will share tomorrow. Okay? Then you know how to manage yourself. Right? How to manage yourself. By doing some shift in your body, shift in your speech, shift in your mind. Right? The speech and the action part is always something to do with the mind. That's why got perfect human body, but some people are depressed. Some people have no arm, no leg, but can go and do work. Very positive. Sunshine energy. Some people have everything, but okay? So how? Why like this? Tomorrow I explain. Because it has got to do with something about the so-called mind. Okay? That there are people nowadays, everybody says, oh, nowadays, young people very easily, they are worse than strawberry, little bit hurt, a little bit scared, and little bit, depressed and everything. Actually, everybody was the same since the past. Only now, more labels, now more focus on the things and the negativity, and therefore have this kind of, all kinds of issues. Okay? So thank you. Good night. Okay? Time for supper. Okay? Please eat more. You eat well, then you sleep well. Okay? Good night. Okay? May your precious body mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born no decline but increase
forevermore.
Okay? Please choose to be serene. Not please choose to be happy. Okay, everybody say, oh, I want to be happy, or please choose to be happy. Okay? Be free from happiness and be free from suffering. Let's choose to be choose to have our inner serenity. Then I feel inner serenity is so much a deep state than just happiness. Because happiness, young children also have happiness going to play, going to, what do you call, like going to carnival. Yes, carnival. Thank you. So we talk tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Let's offer a short mandala. No need?
Too boring. Hiya, I already do dedication. Still mandala. Hiyo.
Okay. Thank you, Rinpoche. Everybody, please stand and we'll offer Rinpoche a 3 prostrations or bow.